What would you do if a killer taunted the police with cryptic messages, daring them to uncover his identity? A killer who seemed untouchable even as he claimed lives. For over half a century, the mystery of the Zodiac Killer has haunted America. But what if I told you that, today, new evidence has emerged? Evidence that could finally bring this monster to light. Let's dive deep into the terrifying world of the Zodiac Killer and the groundbreaking breakthroughs that may be the key to solving one of the most infamous cold cases in history. It was 1968 when the Zodiac Killer made his first known move, leaving behind a string of brutal murders that paralyzed the San Francisco Bay Area. With each killing, his pattern grew more violent and his messages to the media more sinister. He was bold, calculating, and terrifyingly confident. But it wasn't just his kills that struck fear into the hearts of Americans. It was his cryptic letters, taunting the police and the public alike. The Zodiac's letters weren't just threats. They contained ciphers, complex codes that he claimed would reveal his identity if they were ever solved. Despite the best efforts of cryptographers, law enforcement, and amateur code breakers, the mystery remained unsolved for decades. One cipher, known as the Z340, would go unbroken for over 51 years. Every attempt, every angle, failed. You'd think someone who bragged about being smarter than the police might have made it a little easier for us to figure out, right? But in 2020, something changed. A group of amateur code breakers managed to do what no one else had. They cracked the Z340 cipher, and the chilling message hidden within sent shockwaves through the community. "I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me," the message read. It seemed to mock the police, giving no real clues to his identity, but something about this breakthrough reignited the hunt for the Zodiac Killer. The cryptic arrogance in his words, the cold confidence. Even decades later, it felt like the Zodiac was still out there, laughing at us. With the cipher solved, investigators began looking at the case with fresh eyes. Suddenly, pieces of the puzzle started to click into place. New forensic techniques, including advanced DNA testing, have brought us closer than ever before. And one name kept rising to the surface: Gary Francis Poste. Poste, a man with a violent history who lived near the areas where the Zodiac struck. Friends and family have since come forward with disturbing details about his life, including his obsession with codes, ciphers, and his violent outbursts. Could he be the Zodiac? The circumstantial evidence is piling up, but there's still something missing: undeniable proof. Psychologists and criminal profilers have spent years trying to get inside the mind of the Zodiac. Was he a sadist, a sociopath, or simply a narcissist craving attention? Many believe his cryptic letters and puzzles were more than just a way to toy with police. They were a key to understanding his twisted mind. But does understanding him bring us any closer to finding him? What if his identity is hidden in plain sight and we've just been missing it all along? Or worse, what if the Zodiac was just one of those guys who gets a thrill from people endlessly guessing? Could it be that he's planning one final message? What if the Zodiac has one last move up his sleeve, one final cipher, and the biggest secret of all? In the age of DNA forensics, no cold case is truly frozen. Investigators have been working tirelessly to gather DNA samples from the Zodiac's letters, and new technology might soon give us the breakthrough we need. If the DNA matches Gary Poste or another suspect, the mystery could finally be over. Imagine that. The case that haunted generations, solved by the flick of a lab result. But what if it doesn't match? What if after all these years, the Zodiac is someone we've never suspected at all? The Zodiac Killer case is more than just a mystery. It's a symbol of America's darkest fears. The fear of the unknown. The fear of never knowing who or why. With each new theory, new suspect, and new evidence, we get closer. But the final answer still eludes us. Will we ever know the truth? Or will the Zodiac Killer remain an unsolved riddle, forever taunting us from the shadows? What do you think? Could the Zodiac Killer be someone we've already identified, or is the true monster still lurking in the dark? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Crime Star for more stories that keep you on the edge of your seat. The truth is out there, but how far are we willing to go to find it?